Have you ever stopped to truly consider what happens to your business's sensitive financial data when you apply for funding online? In an increasingly digital world, the convenience of online applications is undeniable. But with that convenience often comes a lingering question, a silent worry that buzzes in the back of our minds. Is my data actually secure? This isn't just about personal information anymore. For businesses, it's about financial statements, sales figures, bank accounts, the very lifeblood of your operations. And when a platform like Uncapped Funding steps in, promising swift, non-dilutive capital, it's natural for that data security question to amplify. So, let's address it head on. Is your data secure on Uncapped Funding? This isn't a simple yes or no answer, because security is a multi-layered concept. It involves technology, policies, compliance, and ultimately, trust. We're going to break down Uncapped Funding's approach to data security, exploring the measures they claim to have in place, examining their privacy policy, and looking at the broader context of data protection in the financial technology sector. We'll dive into what information they collect, how they use it, who they share it with, and crucially, how they aim to protect it from unauthorized access or breaches. By the end of this deep dive, you should have a much clearer picture, empowering you to make an informed decision about whether Uncapped Funding aligns with your business's data security comfort levels. First, let's talk about the data Uncapped collects. When you apply for funding, Uncapped will ask for access to your business's existing sales and marketing platforms, such as Stripe, Shopify, and Facebook. They'll also connect to your bank accounts and tax software. On the surface, this might raise an eyebrow or two. Giving a third-party direct access to such sensitive information is a significant step. However, Uncapped states that they only access this data in read-only mode. This is a crucial distinction. It means they can view your financial performance to assess your eligibility and track your revenue for repayment purposes, but they cannot initiate transactions, alter your records, or directly control your accounts. This read-only access significantly reduces the risk of malicious activity or accidental changes to your core financial systems. They also collect basic identifying information for key individuals in your company, including a selfie and photograph of an official photo ID, for identity verification purposes, a standard practice in financial services for KYC, Know Your Customer, and AML, anti-money laundering compliance. Now, how does Uncapped claim to protect this data once they have it? Their website states that they secure your data with bank-level encryption. This is a strong claim, and if implemented correctly, it's a robust security measure. Bank-level encryption typically refers to the use of advanced encryption standards, such as IS-256, to scramble data both in transit, as it's being sent between your systems and theirs, and at rest when it's stored on their servers. They also mention using hardware security modules, HSMs, to protect encryption keys, and that their solution is certified by the encryption services provider to FIPS 140 to Level 3. This technical jargon essentially means they're employing dedicated, tamper-resistant physical devices to safeguard the keys that unlock your encrypted data, and that these systems meet a high standard of security as certified by a government-mandated program. FIPS 140 to Level 3 is a rigorous standard for cryptographic modules, indicating a strong commitment to data protection at a hardware level. However, it's also important to understand who they do share your data with, even if it's not for direct marketing purposes. Their privacy policy outlines a list of third parties they may share your information with to provide their services. These include companies that make uncapped cards, if you utilize their card services, card producers and networks, like MasterCard, credit reporting agencies, such as Equifax, for identity verification and fraud checks, although they state this won't impact your personal credit score. KYC, Know Your Customer, and AML, anti-money laundering service providers, for identity verification and fraud prevention. Cloud computing power and storage providers, such as Amazon Web Services, AWS, and Google Cloud, indicating they likely host their infrastructure on these major, reputable cloud platforms. Business intelligence and analytics platform providers, to analyze data and improve services. Companies that help with marketing, though they reiterate that identifiable personal data won't be shared for third parties' direct marketing without your permission. software companies for emailing, companies that assist with customer support, companies offering benefits or rewards through special programs, companies that print written statements and notices, companies managing CCTV and security. If you visit their offices, police, courts, or dispute resolution bodies, if necessary, other banks, to help trace money in cases of fraud or disputes. Any other third parties where necessary to meet legal obligations. This list is quite comprehensive, and while it might seem extensive, many of these are standard partnerships for any financial technology company operating in a regulated environment. The key takeaway here is transparency. Uncapped is upfront about who they might share your data with, and it's typically for the purpose of providing or improving their services or to comply with legal obligations. Let's talk about compliance with data protection regulations. While Uncapped is headquartered in London, they operate across Europe and potentially beyond. This means they are likely subject to stringent regulations like the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, in Europe. The GDPR is one of the toughest privacy and security laws in the world, and it imposes significant obligations on organizations that collect or process personal data of individuals in the EU. Compliance with GDPR would necessitate robust data security measures, clear data processing agreements with third parties, and a commitment to data subject rights, such as the right to access, rectify, or erase personal data. In conclusion, Uncapped Funding appears to take data security seriously, at least based on their publicly available information. They employ bank-level encryption, hardware security modules with FIPS 140 to 2 Level 3 certification, and state a commitment to never selling your data to third parties. Their privacy policy transparently outlines what data they collect, how they use it, and who they share it with, primarily for the purpose of providing their services and complying with legal obligations. The absence of widely reported data breaches is a positive indicator. However, as with any online platform, it's crucial for you, the user, to practice good cyber hygiene. Use strong, unique passwords, be wary of phishing attempts, and regularly review your account activity. While Uncapped aims to secure your data on their end, your own vigilance remains a critical layer of protection. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.